Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz February 23, 2016 at 2:06 a.m. Birmingham. And topic short, but ending to the part 3 to the Judge Scalia. Again, there's not much there, but I just wanted to readdress a couple things. Number one being that we call the Rio Grande the Rio Grande. John Wayne calls the Rio Grande the Rio Grande. The Mexicans call it Rio Bravo. And there's one river that enters it 5 miles west of Del Rio, Texas, and that is I should have wrote the name down. Doggone it, now it's going to make me bad. I have to start all over again. The Pecos River. Guys, I'm tired. Anyway, the Pecos River enters the Rio Grande about 5 or 6 miles west of Del Rio, Texas. And Del Rio, Texas is a border town. The first time I went in Eagle Pass, 60 miles further to the east. And I came out in Del Rio. And like an idiot, I carried my gun and it was in my door pouch. And the law was, and I didn't know, if I were caught with that gun, I would not have come home for 5 years. And the car would have been taken, everything in it. My wife would have been given a bus ticket back home. Don't go with a gun, whatever you do. But yet it's okay for these guys to bring guns here. So the things that's happened to Judge Scalia, guys, they're not adding up. They never will add up. There are problems, and people see this. And I'm hurt already since I've even started my first blog night before last and typed it out. Already there's red flags popping up everywhere, and already some finger pointing being done, but not a specific direction, but we know what the finger pointing is pointing at. About the same time that DEA agent was kidnapped and killed, there was something going on near the town that I live in. There were 3 federal witnesses. One had entered the witness program to witness against a public official figure somewhere near my area. He was killed the night before he was to take the witness stand. He was killed by a 12-gauge shotgun by one of his protectors that was cleaning the gun. Later found out that there's no way possible he could have been killed in the manner that was described by the person protecting him. The other 2, they got afraid, so they chose to be in the federal witness program and protected by the feds. But they chose too late because they were found dead a day apart. One was rode out of a van. It was witnessed. It was at 5:30 a.m. in this particular city, right over the crest of a steep hill. Cars ran over him afterwards. So the determined they did not determine exactly what killed him, the bullet wound or the cars that just crushed him. And the next day, was found in a close proximity to the first, and where he was rolled out of a moving van and he rolled to the curb. And the people that saw it stopped, called the law gets there, the man's already dead. And then the next thing we know, there's a call from the White House. From the White House, that called off the dogs. They said, drop it. That quick, drop it. And they did. And the person that they were after, the public official for money laundering, among other things, his next date to be something of this town that he was being charged in, he kind of retired. And for a while he was around, but for several years had not been seen. And no one really cares to see him. He's a mean SOB. But who called off the dogs? Who called it quits and told everybody to back off and go home? It came from an office that's very close to where Bill Clinton's office is in the White House in his day. So guys, you know how things work. We may never find out what happened to the Supreme Court Justice Judge Scalia. It can be a great loss. And I can see that there will be a haste replacement, a very bad replacement, and a constitution begins to be shredded. That's what I see. I hope I'm wrong, but remember that I said that our Constitution may be worthless in a year. Jody Wolf Expoz.